Welcome back to Haverford Sports Media. Today we have a thrilling game, and I am with Grant.
Yep, and I'm also with Cooper here.
And this is a quarterfinals match against Lower Merion. The 4th and the 5th seed take on each other. This is going to be an amazing game. I'm already ready. We know we have a lot of tensions already from the last time they met with the injury of Liam Greenlee. So we're expecting probably a little bit of a chippy game. That's what I'm calling. And just hoping this game goes safe.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a safe game. And a good one, too. Much like the last Haverford one where they beat Downingtown East.
3-1.
Yes. Yep. Amazing game. And we interviewed John Sapkowski to that game. And I do believe, he is starting today with Eamon Brennan in striker. We'd like to bring the starting lineup, Grant.
Yes, so the Fords are back to their 3-5-2 that they were running mostly in the second half. With Sean Grine at goal, Jack Flynn, Patrick Flynn, and Cruz Coriolis in the back line. In the midfield, Seamus Lannon, Kieran Hevner, Dennis Sikolu, Zach Johnson, and Gio Emilio. And our two strikers, Eamon Brennan and John Snapkowski.
Thank you very much, Grant. And we're seeing a pretty similar formation by Lower Merion with also having 3 defenders in the back there. So will be a good formation battle, I'm thinking. Very similar approaches now. And Lower Merion set to kick off. Waiting for the ref's signal. Signals, and the game is off. Lower Merion immediately lobbed the ball up. Zach Johnson gets his foot to it, hits a Lower Merion player, and goes out for a throw-in to begin this game. What are your expectations for this game, Grant?
I think the Fords are going to stay true to this formation. Their defense is going to shine. And I predict that... Ooh, and there's a close one there.
Sean Grine gets lost on the ball. Shot taken. Saved on the line. And Sean Grine picks up. Lost it. And that... not a great sign for the Fords to start off the game. Sean Grine loses a ball almost twice, but the second time the ref calls it, he did have his hand on it. Ball was kicked away.
Yeah, Patrick Flynn with the slide tackle there to save the goal.
Yeah. I mean, it looked a little off. I don't know if that would have gone in, but still, you got to be safe. And Cruz Coriolis takes a free kick, and it goes all the way up.
Looks like we saw that aggression that we saw out of Downingtown last game early with Lower Merion.
Yeah. And that... I believe it will be a foul called. So already we have 2 fouls with only a minute played. So that kind of sums up how I think the rest of the game is going to go.
Yeah. Let's hope unlike the first matchup there will be no injuries.
Yeah, hopefully.
Talking about Lower Merion's notable wins, they won 1-0 against Conestoga, who just recently lost in the playoffs to Downingtown West.
A huge upset. Downingtown West, 15th seed, I believe.
Yes, and Conestoga was the number 2 seed.
That's an incredible...
So
is it whoever wins this game will play Downingtown?
No, the winner of this game will play the winner of Westchester Henderson, who is the number 1 seed, and I believe...
And another play by Sean Grine. He's opting to go with his feet that time, much like the first time, and it just goes out. As we're introducing all the stats of the game, just a lot going on. And Lower Merion, just offensive pressure, lobs it in. That's a pretty good cross, but a little too far, and Sean Grine able to pick it up. Just a little bit too much air on that one.
This game has been mostly in the Fords territory, which is something we don't usually see. Early on.
Especially the defensive dominance that Haverford have all the year. But Lower Merion are a quality team, and we saw that at the last matchup when they won 2-0 when Lower Merion were home.
And Lower Merion does have that special home field advantage.
Yes, we were talking about that, how Lower Merion, their field is quite small compared to the majority of the fields. In this area, Patrick Flynn with it, lobs it up, tried to find John Snapkowski, but then it makes his way to Eamon Brennan, who's on a breakaway here. Eamon Brennan, shot taken, saved. And that was a very good play by Haverford. Eamon Brand able to shrug off a guy and able to just get on a one-on-one. However, he was still fighting with 2 players there. So that's kind of hard to fight both of them off and take the shot at the same time. Goalkeeper to just scoop it up. Looked like he was trying to try and finesse it around the goalkeeper on the ground a little bit.
Yeah, and then there was just another Lower Merion defender that closed in. Maybe that put him off a little bit. So.
Yeah.
But it was a great drive there by the Fords.
Mm-hmm. Good playing by both strikers, John Sapkowski. Even though he wasn't able to get it, he still made it so that Eamon Brandon could take it and run with it. And that's just a little too far of a pass. Cruz Corral sees it out and will be a goal kick.
Hoping the Fords will move this one down the field a little bit more and just try and get the ball on Lower Merion's side of the field. Take the pressure off the defense.
Cruz Coriolis going to take the goal kick as usual. Lobs it up. Near midfield. Headed up by John Sapkowski. Nobody on the rebound. And Zach Johnson tries to win out of the air and does not win it. And the ball is being hit around. Low Merion able to end up with it. Pass it around. Up to 4. Lower Merion makes her way down the line. And that's a great slide tackle by Zach Johnson. Able to just put off all the pressure that Lower Merion is starting to build up.
Yeah, Zach Johnson was tracking that ball carrier down the sideline with another forward. And just made a great slide tackle there to
Great slide tackle.
prevent the cross.
That is a good example of why our midfield has been so dominant, because they're so clinical with defense, with their side tackles and just tackles in general, able to come back and then help out the defense whenever they're being overloaded. Throw in here for Lower Merion. It's a long one. Headed, though, by Zach Johnson. And John Sapkowski trying to get it out. Unable to. And shot taken. And Sean Grind saved the near post. Great work by him, keeping able to set his near post. That is one that most goalkeepers should be able to save, but it's a really hard considering there are 5 players in his way, and the sun's also a factor here.
Yeah.
And that's a great punt by Sean Grind. And it goes through and headed up, and then looks like Haverford are going to be able to get possession. Dennis Sokolu. Finds Gio Emilio. And Zach Johnson with another tackle, however, Lower Merion stay. And it will be a free kick for the Fords. Another foul. Going back to that Sean Grind save. Very good work by him. This year, he's been very consistent with those as well. Like, those saves, that they look pretty basic, but it's a strong save, especially not to give out that rebound, too, which we've seen a lot of times, like against opposing teams, rebounds, and then the Fords score off of it. And it's just a good thing to be able to have. But here is Haverford. Free kick just goes a little too far. Will be thrown, though, for the Fords. Deflected off a Lower Merion player.
And the Fords are now on Lower Merion's side of the field, as you can see, and that's just a good thing to see with the midfield just being able to work this ball down the field. Oh.
And a foul called here.
Not sure what that was.
I believe maybe too physical in the box. That could be most likely it. Can't be offsides on a throw-in. So can't be that. But free kick taken. Goes around midfield again. And a good header. Lower Merion finds another player. Taken away in the midfield by Seamus Landon. Kieran Hebner gets around one player. Gets around 2 more. And plays the ball up. And that's a good touch. And slide tackle there. And shot taken. But couldn't get past the first player. That's a good lob. And a foul called. Possibly offsides, I think.
I don't know if that was the hand gesture for offside. It was.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Must have been another foul called. Too physical in the box. Yeah, I'm personally uncertain what the call was.
There's the kick.
Dan Sokolu wins in the air. And Jack Flynn able to get a foot on it. And Flynn just fighting with that Lower Merion player, able to get the ball out. Comes out of his position there, so he just made sure to kick it out so that they didn't catch him off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Ball kick to Cruz Correas. Gonna try and see it out here. And he does. Shields it well. Will be a goal kick for the Fords.
Going back to the last matchup between Lower Merion and the Fords, it was a 2-0 loss. Liam Greenlee was injured on the play, and I think that loss can be attributed to the loss of Liam Greenlee. And also just Lower Merion's incredible team that they've had this year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think the Fords were a bit shaken up after they lost their goalie.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were a bit off their game that day, but...
We also mentioned their home field advantage as well. But we also don't want to take anything away because Lower Merion are a very, very quality team.
Yes.
And even despite their home field advantage, they've also won many games away, too. Gio Amelia passes it to Dan Sokolu. And he gets on 3 players, and he just gets tripped up there, and will be a free kick. And once again, another foul. So those fouls are really adding up for both sides.
Yeah, it's been chippy early, as you predicted.
Cruz Correas going to take this free kick. And lobbed up. Couldn't reach further than the first line. And ball taken. And some trying to get around. A lot of hits back and forth there. Kind of hard to determine what was going on. Giramilio. And Des Soko, some great physicality. It was shoulder to shoulder. And the ref says it's a foul.
Lower Merion players talking to the ref there. And
the clock is stopped as well. Just wanted to talk to a few of the Lower Merion players who seem to be very angry with that call, or possibly one before.
maybe they were looking for maybe a card there, but
Yeah, maybe because he kicked the ball away. Because usually, like, I don't know too much about high school and how they punish players for that, but in pro leagues, I know if you kick the ball away, they usually give you a yellow. Sean Grimes picks it up. Just goes all the way through. Cruz Correas. Just let that roll to Sean Grimes.
We're seeing some players warm up for the Fords over on the sideline. Looks like Nathan Mulher and Nate Spangenberg, and not quite sure who the last one is.
Might be Will Worrell, maybe? And the ball is being hit up. Dan Sokolu tries to win it to get to John Semkowski. But the balls go backwards. Patrick Flynn. And there's a great step right there by Lower Merion. And he's going to take it himself. And Patrick Flynn was a slide tackle. He does get the ball. It's not a foul. And then 22 tries to cross it in. And a foul called in favor of Lower Merion. And this is a good free kick in dangerous territory now.
Yeah, as we're seeing, the tensions are very high. These teams do not like each other, obviously.
Well, it's playoffs.
Yep.
Tensions are high. Both teams are trying to stay in this. And both these teams do have a good chance at winning as well. Winning it all. Free kick here. Lobbed all the way up. That's a great ball. Headed away by Ned Sokolu. Shot taken. And it just goes wide. Very good attempt by Lower Merion right there.
Yeah, they're doing what the Fords have not been able to do today. They are closing in on the ball very well. As you just saw, that amazing step there.
Yeah.
That got them down the field, and the Fords had to protect with a slide tackle.
Which, I believe that is what the foul was on. So it was like a last-minute slide tackle by Patrick Flynn. Doing the right thing, either way. Clean or not. Cleared up. Cruz Correas will be the one to head it. He finds Kieran Hebner. He plays back to Coriolis, who plays it to Sean Gryan, who clears it all the way up. Look for Seamus Lannon, who does end up winning it on the bounce from Lower Merion. And Dennis Sokolu with some great shielding right there, and he's going to take it himself. And he finds Gio Emilio. Gio plays up to John Sapkowski. And he tries to play back to Gio Emilio, and not able to find him, too short. Patrick Flynn. Play to Gio Emilio. Flynn to Sapkowski. And he's not able to settle it. Tried to dribble around the players a little bit, do some skill moves, but just a little too close to that out of bounds. Throw in. Gio Emilio tries to get head on it, but Patrick Flynn does. Emilio. And a foul called. A foul called in favor of Lower Merion. Gio Emilio was the one to jump on the player's back, which is a foul.
Lots of fouls by the Fords today. Lower Merion is very good at moving the ball into the Fords territory, and
we saw some aggression right there by Eamon Brennan. Almost just took the ball away. Sorry, cut you off, Grant. What were you saying?
The Lower Merion's been able to move the ball into the box and the last third of this field, and the Fords have been committing fouls to protect the ball from getting in the net, which is the right move, but at a costly price of allowing Lower Merion free kicks.
In dangerous areas, too.
Mm-hmm.
And another foul on Haverford. This time, Coriolis is against it compared to the last few where there were nobody was complaining. And now Coriolis does. Upset by that call, but it is another free kick in the end for Lower Merion in a dangerous area.
This one's going to test the Fords defense and Sean Grine with a lot of people moving into the box.
And we did see last game in that playoff game, Downtown West, their only goal was on a free kick, too.
And that free kick was crazy.
It
wasn't even on the free kick. It was a
header on the free kick, but it was still based off of a free kick.
Yeah.
Lower Merion takes it, lobs it up. Sean Grine, he tries to pick it up, cleared away, and it will be a free kick. Sean Grine hoping for a card there.
As the Lower Merion player decked Sean Grine midair.
And ref does not issue a card there. Sean Grine did not get his wish. We still have two players on the sideline for Haverford, Nathan Mulhorn and Nate Spandenberg.
Most likely coming in for Gio Emilio and Kieran Hebner.
Mm-hmm. Lower Merion win it in the air. And cleared up, hits off of Gio Emilio unintentionally. Lobbed up, Cruz Coriolis wins it in the air. Finds Seamus Lannon, who gets around the first man. Well, not completely. Played up to Kieran Hebner, and he plays a little too far. Look for John Sapkowski, but goes to the goalkeeper. Good idea from Kieran Hebner, but he was unable to really see. It was a very quick pass. Was not really able to see John Sapkowski, so just hoping that he was in that area. And another foul on Haverford. Lower Merion just getting a lot of free kicks. We're seeing the refs are very
not sure.
Were the ref just?
I don't know.
He jumped up a few times. I believe he was intimidating what just happened and why it was a foul, which I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a dance.
I thought he was too. But we've seen the refs are very careful with not careful, but calling a lot of different things here.
Yeah.
Both sides though. And that's a good header. Second header goes straight to Sean Grine. Good team play by Lower Merion right there, just getting around Haverford's defense, which is not a great thing to have early in this game.
Yeah, no, but the Fords defense has persevered. They've gotten these stops. Grine's had a couple saves. So
He has had a couple of saves. Lower Merion have made him work.
yeah, and that one was a good play there by the Fords and the subs come on. Gio Emilio and Dennis Okolu coming off for Nate Spangenberg and Nathan Mulhern.
Patrick Flynn throws it in. And John Sikowski wins it. And he's tried to be pushed off the ball, but he was unfazed. Nate Spangenberg with it. Just came on, already making some good plays. And there's a kind of a dangerous path by Kieran Hefner, but just enough power to keep it out of Lower Merion's way. And lobbed up to John Sikowski a little too far, goes straight to the goalkeeper.
Number 12 here on Lower Merion has been putting pressure on this defense, just like number 4 did for Downingtown East on Thursday.
And there's a trip up, and that will be a foul on James Lannon. I've been having trouble counting all the different fouls.
There's been around 8 fouls on the Fords.
Yeah. And that's just on the Fords. There have been, like 12 fouls in total.
Yeah.
And we're not even done 20 minutes.
No.
Nate Mulhern, not able to get around his man. And there's another slip and another foul. This time in Haverford's favor. And some more.
The ref is further explaining this.
Yeah.
I've never seen him
a lot of hand gestures we're seeing from the ref.
Usually you see the refs talk to the players and say why, but I mean, hand gestures is another way, I guess.
Well, I don't really understand all of them, so I can't really say what he's calling.
Yeah,
and that just goes a little too far. Merion not able to reach up high enough, and will be a goal kick for Lower Merion.
We're going to see Will Royal ready on the sideline, most likely coming in for Seamus one of the strikers.
Either Eamon Brennan or John Sapkowski. Both have had a few chances today, John Sapkowski and Eamon Brennan. We had that Eamon Brennan one-on-one. Not completely. Still had 2 guys right behind him and couldn't get it around the goalkeeper. And we had John Sapkowski, who's had a few passing opportunities. And Sean Gryan with some nice moves there. A little risky, though, considering that first incident of the game. But he's not losing any of his confidence.
Yeah, that was number 12 again on the pressure. I mean,
and it's cleared away by Haverford right off but goes back to on the player and then stays in. And Lower Merion immediately went back. A little bit of a toe poke right there. And falls to the ground, but will not be a throw-in. Will not be a foul. Will be a throw-in for Haverford.
And Royal's going to come on for Eamon Brennan here.
Eamon Brennan with a good chance early in the game. Will whirl. So, Grant, we've seen a lot of pressure, offensive pressure by Lower Merion. You think maybe Haverford will adjust their formation at all, or do you think they're stick with the 3-5-2?
I think maybe if the Fords score a goal, that's when they would go to that 4-4-2 that we saw at the beginning of the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But as of right now, the Fords want to keep pressure on both sides, and they're relying on that back line of Jack Flynn, Patrick Flynn, and Cruz Correales, who have been doing great. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we're going to see that 4th defender, Matt Fedeka, come in until the Fords score, which could not be for a while. But
yeah,
if he gets later,
that would make sense, though. Keep Matt Fedeka ready on the sideline just for that moment when they need him in that 4 line.
A lot of contact there in the midfield.
We also know Rocco Monteleon. Mm-hmm. He is also able to play in that 4 line if they ever need him.
Yeah, we saw him start there on senior night.
Yes, if they need him for the back line. And it goes a little too far. It will be a Lower Merion throw-in at midfield. And headed around, but just a little off. He was expecting a header, went ahead of him, but went behind him. So it will be a throw-in for Haverford. Throw-in by Patrick Flynn to a wide-open Nathan Mulhern, who plays up to Will Royal, not able to reach it. And Kieran Hefner wins it on the Lower Merion header. It's Spangenberg. A little bit of curve right there on the bounce.
And a great play there by Zach Johnson.
We've seen a few of those today. And all the way up, Nathan Moore gets in the air and wins it. Kieran Hevner now after it. And Lower Merion able to shield it from Kieran.
And another foul.
Another foul.
And that's just, I mean, that's like the 9th or 10th foul
Yeah,
on the Fords.
There's been quite a few. Most of them, though, very like obvious calls. There've been a few. Well, it's like,
Yeah.
But we have seen the ref calling it both ways, so I think so far the ref has called a pretty fair game.
I agree.
And also, it is a strategy by different teams to, when they feel contact, they immediately go down. Because that is a foul. And like when you exaggerate it and there's contact, it is a foul, which I think maybe Lower Merion are going for that approach today.
Yeah, you're more likely to get that foul.
Yeah.
Some call it flopping, but I mean,
it is technically flopping, but if there is contact on you, then it technically is a foul.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and a great takeaway there by the Fords.
And the ability to flop like and make it like not obvious, that is a skill that players train on. And it does look like maybe Lower Merion does train on that because a lot of their players have been inducing a few contacts. A little bit of contact, so and it's working out well.
And that creates that creates great opportunities.
Yeah, it's a part of the game. You can't argue with it.
We're gonna see Eamon Brennan come on for John Snopkowski, giving these starting strikers just a break.
And Eamon Brennan just a little too high for Nathan Mulhorn. And it will go out, and it will be a throw-in for Lower Merion. Very even match we're seeing.
We're also going to see Cy Stahl ready on the sideline. Ooh.
Nathan Mulhorn goes over a Lower Merion player. And Nate Spanenberg stepped on, I believe. Cruz Corrales lobs it all the way up. And just a clear there. And like I said, there's a lot of chippiness going on.
Yeah. This crowd is also very lively, as it is the quarterfinals of the PIAA playoffs.
Yes.
And there's a foul on Lower Merion. Maybe we should have stats be taken down how many fouls there are.
Yeah, that'd be a good stat to have, especially for this game. Well, I feel like we could have known that before. All the fouls today.
Yeah.
Nathan Mulhorn, the one to take it. Not Cruz Corrales, who has taken all of them today. Mulhorn plays it up. Went to Nate Spanenberg, who heads it up. And it made Patrick Flynn, who was not able to get it in the box. Spanenberg gets the ball, but goes backwards on the clearance from Lower Merion.
Oh, and there's pressure there.
Yeah, there's good pressure, but Cruz Corrales is able to shrug him off there. Get back to Sean Grime, who plays it wide, safely to Patrick Flynn, who more aggression, and he passes straight to a Lower Merion player. Here's maybe a counterattack, and just a little too far for number 7 in Lower Merion, and Patrick Flynn able to reach it. And there's a hit and another foul. We've seen a lot of counterattacks by Haverford being put away by Lower Merion fouls, which should technically be a yellow card, especially after a number of times, but maybe the ref don't see that.
And we're seeing two brothers ready to come in, Caden and Cy Stahl.
Caden Stahl and Cy Stahl. Nate Spanenberg tried to bring back. Sorry, not Nate Spanenberg. James Lannon tries to bring it back. Finds Zach Johnson. Plays to Nathan Mulhorn. And played up, and another foul. Nate Spanenberg has been hit many times already this game.
He is persevering, though. He is a tough player. And
yeah.
he is able to get through those.
Nathan Mulhern going to take this free kick again. This one closer. Maybe the closest that they had so far this game.
Mulhern is usually the corner taker for the Fords, but maybe they're putting Coriolis in the box for that extra physicality.
And goalkeeper to win in the air. Just a little too high. And we have 3 Haverford players all getting ready to come in. Dennis Sokolu, Cy, and Caden Stahl. All 3 of them are midfielders. So it's going to be a big midfield swap after this substitution change. And toe poked by Jack Flynn, which eventually makes its way down to Sean Grind, who clears it up.
Yeah. So Sokolu and Cy Stahl are both interior midfielders who will come in for, I believe, Kieran Hefner and Zach Johnson. While Caden Stahl is probably going to be on that outside, maybe coming in for Seamus Land.
He's pretty flexible, either left or right mid. And there's a good ball, but just once again too far. And Nathan Mullen tries to body him, get away. And that's a good ball. Shot taken, and a fantastic slide tackle by Cruz Coriolis to block that shot. And Nathan Mulhern. And that was a extremely great defensive play by Cruz Coriolis.
I didn't even see him.
That was fantastic, and that definitely could have just stopped the goal right there.
Wow, that's just showing.
I don't know. That was a lot of power in that shot. I don't know where it was going, but it was likely it was on net, and I don't know. I think it was a little too high for Sean Grind to save with all that power. Amazing job by Cruz Coriolis.
When we missed the subs coming off, but it was Kieran Hefner, Seamus Lannon, and Zach Johnson coming off. So
Patrick Flynn throws it in. It finds Eamon Brennan, who passes it, and it just goes to a Lower Merion player. Ball being hit around a little bit. Dennis Sokolu able to win it for the Fords. Sokolu. And there's a foul on Lower Merion.
Looks like Mulhern's going to take it again, which hasn't been typical, but, I mean, as I said, I think they're looking for that more physicality.
It's looking like they want Cruz Coriolis in the box instead of him taking them.
Yeah. And with this Lower Merion backline, they are all very tall, and Mulhern is a bit shorter. So maybe that's why they want that extra physicality.
And he's also good at delivering good crosses. But we cannot forget that Cruz Coriolis hat trick against Springfield, I think it was, which we know that he is clinical on offense, Cruz Coriolis, so they definitely want him up the field. And there's a ball that looked like it was played to Eamon Brennan, but just a little too wide. And shot taken from far out, and it's a good catch by the goalkeeper. Very calm right there.
We're going to see John Snapkowski now ready on the sideline.
Maybe getting ready to go on for a Will Royal.
Getting those starting strikers back out there.
Yeah. It does Sokolu. And headed. Low Merion able to get off the lob.
We've got around 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in this half. No scores, very back and forth game with lots of fouls.
Lots and lots of fouls. Very, very physical game we're seeing here. And we expected it too. Sean Grind. And a good job by him, just able to settle and clear it away, but it does go to a Lower Merion player. But one by Zach Johnson. We find Dennis Sokolu. Plays it across to Kane Stahl.
Jack Flynn's going to kick that one off of a Lower Merion defender, so it's going to be throwing for the Fords, and we'll see Snapkowski come on for Royal, and Lower Merion also making a sub. As we have a student section again on the left side. As we saw on Thursday night. It's good to see for the playoffs.
Definitely good to have a student section. Help get the Haverford boys varsity team. Get them a little bit more motion, a little more enthusiastic. Which they are, as we can see, very enthusiastic so far this game.
And there's another foul on Lower Merion, a bit of a trip.
Mm-hmm.
And Nathan Mulhern,
Once again, stepping up to take it.
also it's Coriolis. But Nathan Mulhern is great at getting those free kicks, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Cruz Corrales will take it. Lobbed it up in the box. And just headed away by Lower Merion. And we have seen this year a lot of times. Haverford have been getting more goals in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen usually they start the first half like with 0 to 1 goal, and then the second half they start putting a lot more pressure and bringing the midfielders up, and that leads to more goals. And that's a great ball by Lower Merion, and it is offsides. Good offside trap there by the 3 defenders.
Yeah, they saw that Lower Merion was getting up the field fast with that aggression, and they set that offsides trap. And
yeah, brought the defensive line a little bit up, making sure that no runs like those could go without a offsides flag. And that's a good ball by Patrick Flynn, but goes straight to a Lower Merion header. Lower Merion, take it away. Lower Merion. There's another good ball. And here's a race between Nathan Mulhern and number 4. Four's going to win it, and he's going to look for a cross. Cruz Corrales hits it away. And it's a very good tackle by Cruz Corrales to get it out, but will be a corner kick.
That was a close one there.
Very close.
It's the first corner of the game, too.
Mm-hmm. By either side.
Mm-hmm. Which is unusual to see with 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yes.
But this could be dangerous.
We've got 5 substitutions by both teams coming on. Seamus Lannon, Jeremilio, and Norman Schuster coming on for Nathan Mulhern, Eamon Brennan, and Caden Stahl.
Lower Merion are going to have most of their players in the box with 2 or 3 outside.
They have a very similar approach to how Haverford take their corner kicks with all the players overloading the box. That's a good ball. It'll go all the way through and will be a goal kick. And a very dangerous one there. I think it was just a little too high.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if Lower Merion had a few more players at the back post, that would have been really dangerous.
Yeah, they had most of their players like right where Sean Grind was, which is a good strategy because if the ball gets to the ground, Sean Grind's got like 8 players around him.
Yeah.
And that's always dangerous.
And here's a thump for Lower Merion.
So they immediately get it back to the Ford's half.
Lower Merion crosses the ball up and kicked away by Jack Flynn. Tried to find John Sapkowski, who's going to still chase at the ball. And goes over Patrick Flynn. And goes around Cruz Corrales, and he slips. No foul called. Lower Merion still with the ball, though. Hits it up and headed away. Another fall, and still no foul called. Zach Johnson able to win the ball back. And there's a very good play. Now here's counterattack for Haverford. Seamus Lannon plays to John Sapkowski. Sapkowski gets around one player, crosses it in. Shot taken, and it's over. Desoklu with a very, very good volley right there. Amazing job by Seamus Lannon and Sapkowski, able to get the ball up the field, and Zachary Johnson able to take the ball away.
It's a great sequence there for the Fords and just missed out on the opportunity.
That's what we need more of. We need more plays like that. Team plays, crosses in the box, and then yeah. I mean, it was still a good attempt by Soklu, but just a little wide. Volleys are always hard to keep down.
Yeah. Saw an interesting switch there. We saw Seamus Lannon on the right side and then Gio Emilio on the left, which is usually inverted, but maybe the Fords saw something in the defense for Lower Merion.
Well, here's Lower Merion counterattack.
Oh, and Coriolis kicked that one off of the Lower Merion player. Great play, and the Fords throw it in.
So maybe I do believe like Gio Milo is very fast and Seamus Land very technical. So maybe like flipping them, they would be able to go against some of the defenders. They think for Lower Merion,
Yeah,
to be able to combat their good defensive skills.
also could have maybe shaken up the Lower Merion players
Yeah.
as they probably weren't expecting it.
Definitely. Dennis Sokolu plays a good ball to John Semkowski, who there's an open Norman Schuster in the box, but did not find him. Seamus Land takes a shot, and it's over. Just over the crossbar, and a very good attempt by Seamus Landon.
Just under 2 minutes left to play in this first half, too, and the Fords have had 2 great drives down the field.
And yeah, within like 3 minutes as well.
Mhm.
And speaking of time, we have around 1:38 to play. Not a lot of time left in the first half. You think we're going to see a lot of changes at the start of the second half, Grant?
I think we'll see initial changes maybe, but I don't think many changes. I mean, especially with how they've been playing these last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think that they might go back to that how they started in the first half, started the game, with the two striker John Sapkowski, Eamon Brennan, and yeah, Kieran Hebner, Zach Johnson, Dennis Sokolu,
And Lower Merion,
and a lot of aggression. And the ball goes out. Will be a Haverford throw-in. Time is winding down in the first half. 1 minute remaining. Ball's played up. Low man able to win it. Maybe one more chance to end out this half.
Fords are just going to look to just get the ball out. I mean, don't want any momentum changes, too, after those 2 great
Here's
drives.
a good play by Lower Merion. Lobbed in. And not lobbed in, just lobbed out. Goal kick for Haverford. And a last-minute substitution here for Lower Merion. He's only going to get around like 18 seconds left to play.
Yeah.
Not even.
And we're just about to get to 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
Fords will probably take their time on this kick.
Yeah. Well, Cruz Corral takes it pretty quickly and lobs it all the way up. There's the first half. And Haverford 0, Lower Merion 0. Very even first half we saw. Good chances by both sides. Of 2 at the near end there for Lower Merion. And Haverford with that Seamus Landon chance, Des Sokolu chance, and also the Eamon Brennan attempt. Which all of them very close, but just a little bit off. And we also saw a lot of fouls in this half as well.
Yeah, especially in the first 20 minutes. Lots of fouls on the Fords trying to protect their own side. But, you know.
And we saw a pretty solid first half by both goalkeepers as well. And we'll see you after halftime in 20 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yep.
Sorry. 10 minutes. So see you in 10 minutes.
Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to AG Cornog Stadium. We're getting ready to start the second half of this very physical, very chippy quarterfinal game.
Yeah, very, very chippy here. And despite what I predicted, we don't have a complete replica of how they started this game. We have Will Royal instead of Eamon Brennan on striker. However, we have everybody else is staying in the same position. We see Patrick Flynn now wrapping up his knee a little bit. Hopefully that's not causing him too much discomfort. And that just goes through, hits off of the defender and deflects to the goalkeeper. Easy pickup, though.
Probably wasn't trying to shoot for a goal, maybe, but
I also saw at halftime, Eamon Brennan was with trainer Dave there, trying to get some work done. Let's hope he's also feeling okay, because without a striker, that'll definitely mess up Haverford's approach of the constant striker substitutions. So it looks like Norman Schuster will have to take his place for now. Kieran Hebner and Zach Johnson playing with each other. However, goes to Jansoklu, who hits it up. Lower Merion takes it away, though. Ball being played back and forth now. Kieran Hebner wins it, finds John Sapkowski. Sapkowski plays to Will Royal, who gets around one player. Maybe look for the cross here. And he plays it backwards, but just not far enough to Kieran Hebner. Goes to Jack Flynn. And Kieran Hebner just plays it up past Jack Flynn and will be a throw-in for Lower Merion in their own territory.
yeah, on that Will Royal move downfield, it got a little too close to out of bounds, so that's kind of what stopped him from getting that cross in.
Ball goes out, Lower Merion throwing again. Jack Flynn able to win it in the air. Tried to find John Sapkowski, but it's a little too short. And another foul. We're not seeing a lot of changes from the first half. Already a foul.
Yep.
So we're expecting a pretty similar thing with the constant fouls. But also, we knew this game was going to be trippy, so it's a good thing the ref is calling these fouls with little contact, because then if he doesn't, then this game will get very physical very quickly. Because we know these two teams don't like each other the best, but it is also a competition.
As Lower Merion's moving it down the left side of the field, but the Fords will clear that out of bounds.
Go out of bounds. Lower Merion throwing now in their final third. And there's a cross. And hit away by Jack Flynn with a nice little move, and then cleared away by Kieran Hebner. Taking no risks there. Will be with Lower Merion throwing. Still in Haverford's own half. Throwing. Played up. And bounces. Jack Flynn able to win it. Plays it to Cruz Correales. Seamus Landon with it now, and he just clears it away. And that's a pretty good clear. And Johnson Palsy able to get it. And now he plays it to Will Royal. Will Royal. And he's not able to get around his man. And it will be a foul in a very, very dangerous area right outside the box. And here is a crucial opportunity for Haverford to go 1 goal up and get the first goal of the game.
That was a great play there by Will Royal and John Snapkowski. Snapkowski slowed down a bit.
Yes.
Had that through ball to Will Royal.
And for John Sikowski to just keep running despite the defender trying to clear it away. And it hit off John Sikowski's chest, and then he had just a 2-on-1, really, it was. And Will Royal, like you said, did a great job making sure he got fouled there, because he knew that defender was catching up to him. So great job by Will.
We're going to have Seamus Lannon and Dennis Sikolu lining up for the shot with...
And Seamus will take it. Shot taken, and it's in! Haverford scores! Fantastic play there. That goal is going to be Seamus Lannon. Took a deflection. Might be an own goal. I don't know. But it will roll as Seamus Lannon. And the Haverford forwards will go 1 goal up. What a free kick there. And that is a great way for Haverford to start off the half. And maybe, just maybe, hold on and win this quarterfinal match. What do you think, Grant? What are your opinions right now?
I mean, if you had either Sikolu or Lannon taking that free kick, you know that that ball is going to have a lot on it, because both of them kicked the ball with such immense force that it moved so fast, and the goalie probably didn't even see it, honestly.
Yeah, that would just... And the deflection definitely threw off the goalkeeper there.
Yeah.
He was close, but nothing he could do. Lobbed up here. Now lower Merion. They're just going to... And Sean Grind. Oh.
Great settle.
Amazing settle. But a little bit too early to be time wasting, but I guess there's never too early for that. Sean Grind just already played mind games in the second half. And now that's a good ball. John Sapkowski played to Seamus Lannon. And Lannon able to win the ball. Fantastic job. And he weaves his way around. John Sapkowski takes it, and he tried to get around the defender. And it's a great slide tackle. Sorry, cutting off.
There you go. I was about to say the same thing.
But like I said, Haverford, they start scoring more in that second half. That's when they start becoming more, like, I wouldn't say clinical, but just more aggressive on offense.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that already in the second half.
It's also what we saw, not like exactly, but in the last playoff game, we scored early in the first half as well. So, and that was to take the lead.
Yeah. Cruz Correales played to Jack Flynn. Jack Flynn played up to Seamus Lannon. Then played to John Sapkowski.
And just lost it there.
Just lost it. A little too short.
Correales is going to shield the ball here.
And that's some great shielding right there.
Goal kick. Correales will also most likely take it.
Yeah. We've seen that a few times from him today. Cruz Correales being able to shield the ball there, making sure it goes out goal kick. And he's usually really like excellent while doing that too.
Yeah. It's kind of like boxing out
like
in
almost
basketball.
Like every time he does it, it seems to work every single time. And it's cleared up.
Looks like they collided heads a bit there, but looks like Lannon and the Lower Merion player are fine. Ooh, and there was a bit of talk there about whose ball it was. Forwards were fighting for it, but they eventually got that possession back.
And here, Eamon Brand comes on for Will Worrell, who Eamon Brand might be feeling some more discomfort, but clear he's okay enough to go on. Hope he's all right.
Looks like Jack Flynn took a little bit too many steps. He'll just throw this one back to Correales, who will lob it up to midfield. But Lower Merion will win that. And then Pat Flynn will clear that over to Eamon Brennan.
And Eamon Brennan able to keep it in bounds. Not really looking for anybody there. Probably in the area of John Sapkowski, but just trying to keep it in.
Now that one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Lower Merion. Subs come on for Lower Merion as well. Ford's bringing almost everyone back.
And that's a long throw in there. But Dennis Okalu able to win it. And two contesting Haverford players. Oh, and there was some body off the ball. No foul. Lower Merion able to win it back. John Sapkowski able to get the ball. And he plays it almost a Trivella to Eamon Brennan.
Kieran Hevner now with the ball. He'll play it back to Correales, who will lob it up to John Sapkowski.
Sapkowski heads it backwards. Zach Johnson out with it. And here's a counterattack for Haverford. And that's a good ball to John Sapkowski. Oh, just a little too far. Goalkeeper to win it. Good awareness by the goalkeeper able to see that it just went a little bit too far, and he was able to pick it up. Cleared, punted away.
Hevner now. We'll send that down the sideline. Lannon, very technical, as you say.
And there's a good ball. Maybe a good opportunity here for Lower Merion, but just offsides. And
Another offsides trap there, maybe by the Fords.
Lower Merion protests and believes that they should have gotten a foul there. Ref says, no way.
Yeah, it seems to be number 50 on Lower Merion who is their captain, it looks, advocating for their team. So we're going to see 3 subs warming up.
That's what you want for a captain, though.
Yeah. Someone who advocates for your team and puts your team before anyone else. Or before themselves. It's a true leader.
Well, we got 3 Haverford players on the midfield ready to come in. And hits a ref. Good play by the ref, actually. Able to block that ball right there.
We saw that in the last
We did see
game
that
as well.
game in the last game. These refs have really good footwork, don't they?
Yeah. They really want to get into this game, too. It's just the playoffs.
I mean, we did see a few hand gestures from him, too.
Yeah.
Well, Lower Merion making their way up the field now. There's a decent ball. Crossed in. And Patrick Flynn able to clear it away. And there's a call. I believe it's a foul.
Looks like it was a bit of a shove there by Corey Alice.
And some arguing by Haverford right there. John Sapkowski actually not protested, but like went against the player with the ball. Make sure to slow down. Waste some more time off the clock.
Yeah, the Lower Merion player just ripped it out of his hands.
Yeah.
Not happy, obviously.
Well, here's a good opportunity at the free kick here. Just to lob it in.
Fords have 1 player blocking.
And that goes through. Headed away by Haverford. And Seamus Landon able to pick it up.
Oh!
And he falls.
That is...
Will be a free kick for the Fords. And once again, more protest for a yellow card because of a possible counterattack opportunity, which I've seen a lot of those this game, and still no cards yet to be seen.
Yeah, it's surprising with the sheer amount of penalties there hasn't been a card.
I believe that is a rule, though, in PIAA. If you stop a obvious counterattack, then it should be a yellow card. And we've seen a lot of that and no yellow cards yet. So I guess it depends on what the ref feels is a counterattack opportunity. Seamus Landon makes his way through. And he's looking for Jeremiah, and that's a pretty good ball. Goalkeeper comes all the way out, and he's able to pick it up out of the air on the bounce. Very, very good idea by Seamus Landon, though. Goalkeeper able to read that very well, actually. I have to give him great props for that.
And we've got 3 subs coming in for each team. For the Fords, we've got Norman Schuster, Nate Spangenberg, and Nathan Mulhern coming on for John Snopkowski, Dennis Sikolu, and Gio Ermilio. Their usual subs. Giving these starters and seniors for the Fords a bit of a rest after a great first 13 minutes of this half, scoring a goal as well.
And some more stuff happened at the end of the field there. Ball just being thrown around. A lot of arguing going on, and it turns out Haverford will get the throw in there. And the crowd shows some enthusiasm. We have around 27 minutes left to play. Haverford just wasting time a lot, we're seeing. I mean, this is a very important game, so every minute you take away from the clock is a crucial one.
I'm intrigued to see if the Fords may go back to that 4-4-2 that we saw, but I mean,
maybe not until later.
Yeah.
And that's a great play by Eamon Brennan, and he gets around 3 players. Here comes Eamon Brennan, and he's tackled, and he stays up and not able to shoot the ball, headed. And that was a fantastic slide tackle by Lower Merion, able to stop Eamon Brennan. No foul call. There's a good ball by Kieran Hebner, cleared away. Shot taken by Nate Spangenberg. And another shot taken by Kieran Hebner. And goalkeeper keeps it in play, able to get the ball.
Maybe looking to keep the Fords defense from moving back without any opportunities, but the Fords immediately get this one back.
Haverford, they're definitely not going to slow down, though. They're definitely going to try and get that second goal. Just a little bit of leverage there.
Yeah, they know that that first goal is just the surface of what they can do. They are able to score many goals in a game. We saw it last game, too. They had 3 goals after Downingtown scored the first one early in the game. But now with 25 minutes, they may look to be a more conservative team in how they're approaching the ball.
And Patrick Flynn plays it in. And just goes out. Patrick Flynn, slide tackle, they're able to win it. And there's a decent ball, but nobody made the run. Norman Schuster and Seamus Lannon not expecting that. Punt. Kieran Hebner able to win in the air. And hit up. Jack Flynn able to win it.
And a bit of a dangerous play there by the forwards, but and it's going to be Lower Merion ball.
And the bench showing some support for the team as well.
Seamus Lannon clears that one away. But Lower Merion gets it back to that lower third. Playing great defense, the forwards are.
There's a decent ball, but deflected. Nate Spammer tries to hit it. It goes to a Lower Merion player, but he's not able to settle it. And no clears yet. Shot taken. Hit off of Haverford. Goes back to the Lower Merion player. And then finally Haverford able to win it. Tried to play Travella to Norman Schuster, but it's a little too short. And then the lob goes straight to Sean Grind, where he will hold up play and save or get rid of some time on the clock and help Haverford just cool down for a minute. Eamon Brennan tries to settle it, but just goes off his feet. And that's a great step right there by, I think it was Gio Emilia who made that step. And there, going back to Gio Emilia, but just a little too far.
And Lower Marion's immediately going to roll that one back out. They'll move it up the field, but Zach Johnson intercepts it. Nathan Mulhern now.
Yeah, sorry, it was not Gio Emilia, it was Nathan Mulhorn.
Eamon Brennan crosses. That one's just going to go to the Lower Merion keeper. He'll take his time, survey his options. Schuster putting pressure on the defense here, too. He'll punt it away.
Kieran Hebner once again winning in the air. We've seen it the last few times. It's been Kieran Hebner who's won the ball from the goal kicks, and great job by him being able to shrug off any people who contest with him. And here's another chance. That's a great ball to James Lannon, and Lannon with it takes a shot, and it's a great slide tackle right there. It may have been a little bit close to the goalkeeper, but it doesn't matter. That was a fantastic slide tackle. And it will be a corner kick for the Fords.
First of the day for the Fords as well. It's going to be Nathan Mulhern taking it, as he usually does.
I wonder if maybe Lower Merion do that on purpose, trying to make sure that Haverford don't get as many corners, because they've been very dangerous on them. I mean, Fords have their own technique they have, and have many great corner kick takers, such as Gio Miller and Nathan Mulhern. And other players, too. But this time it's going to be Nathan Mulhern, who lobs it up. It's a little far, and then hit off the footing of one of the Haverford players, and will just go out for a goal kick.
Fords also subbed in John Snapkowski on that corner, so he'll be getting back up there in that striker position. He subbed in for Norman Schuster. They were looking for that exercise, and just and a bit of a shove there by Lower Merion, but Fords play it up. Snapkowski's racing for it, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Lower Merion throwing.
And there's a quick throw-in. And some botting off the ball for Seamus Lannon, and no foul, and a throw-in, too. And it's a quick one to John Sapkowski. And he gets bodied off the ball, and that will also not be a foul, and a goal kick. Lower Merion, I'm going to presume, are going to put everything that they have up the field soon. If they don't get this goal, they really need a goal, top the game, and if they don't get one within the next few next, maybe 10 minutes, it'll be really hard considering that Haverford are going to start time wasting soon.
Mm-hmm. And the Fords might bring in Matt Fideko. But
Mhm.
here comes Lower Merion.
And here's maybe a counterattack. A lot of Haverford played behind the ball, though. And Kieran Hebner's able to do it himself and get the ball away. And this ball goes up to John Sapkowski, who's with Eamon Brennan. And a run by Patrick Flynn behind him, who's going in the net. And tries to kick the ball away. However, he kicked the leg of Lower Merion player and will be a foul. Sapkowski is not happy at all. And he will receive a yellow card for his actions.
Can't spike the ball there.
Mm-mm.
So they're probably they're gonna bring on Will Royal. Very questionable call there by the refs, but not sure what.
The clock wasn't stopped when it should have been.
We're going to have Dennis Okolu ready to come in. Clock's reset to 20 minutes and 11 seconds, so we're about to enter the final quarter of the game.
Kicked up, and it goes past, but goes to Cruz Correales, who heads it up. Kieran Hebner able to win the ball. Kieran plays it to Will Worrell, and it's a good ball, and he finds Eamon Brennan. Eamon Brennan plays it back to Will Worrell, but just a little too short. And Lower Merion being very, very aggressive right now.
And that is going to be a foul on Will Royal. Just tripped up the Lower Merion defender. It's going to be another free kick here, as this game is getting chippy again.
Mm-hmm. And we have number 7 and number 8, Gio Emilio and Dennis Sokolu, getting ready to come on the field.
Ooh.
And there's a body off the ball there by both teams in one play. And another yellow card, this time for Will Worrell, who's just coming on for John Sapkowski, I'm assuming for saying something. And now Norman Schuster will make his way, being the backup for the yellow card situation. The only thing I could say, maybe there was that contest that he just had right after the body of the ball, but that was very similar to what we just saw. So it would make no sense for, maybe he said something.
Maybe, but the ref wasn't even near him. I don't know if he could have heard him.
Very interesting. But Norman Schuster now in the striker role with Eamon Brennan after 2 strikers in a matter of 2 minutes just got yellow cards.
They might have to use some of their other players as strikers if it comes down to it.
Or maybe they'll begin doing defensive formations earlier than usual. Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see Kieran Hebner and Nate Mulhern coming off. Kieran Hebner's been great in this second half so far, winning a lot of contests, and getting a lot of headers off of these goal kicks by Lower Merion. And now it's going to be the Ford's ball. I am not sure what's going on right now. A lot of talk between...
Or hand gestures.
Yep. Oh, it's a drop ball at Sean Grine.
Mm-hmm. Sean Grine will just pick it up, punt it away. Find Dennis Sokolo. And it gets to Norman Schuster, who heads it towards Seamus Lannon. And the ball is hit up. Jack Flynn contests and not able to win it. However, Cruz Correales does on the second bounce. Eamon Brennan hits it up to Norman Schuster, who's it's a little too far for him. Zach Johnson plays a good ball to Giramilio and look for another counterattack. Giramilio, and he gets around one. Emilio plays up. That's a pretty good shot. Oh, just a little too far right for Seamus Land. Look for his second goal of the day.
And we are hearing and we're getting rowdy here in these stands. The crowd is very lively. So they are cheering for these forwards.
Gonna try and help Haverford get over the line and win this game 1-0. One single goal so far scored by both teams here. And there's a ball just Norman Schuster and Eamon Brennan. And Eamon Brennan putting some good pressure right there, forcing the defender to clear it away. And now we have a throw-in deep in Lower Merion territory.
For the forwards.
Yes.
Seamus Lannon, as he usually does, he will take this throw in the lower third. Waiting to throw.
And he takes it. It's a long one. And foul throw called. And it will be a throw-in now for Lower Merion.
And subs come on for Lower Merion as well. Forwards maybe looking to put some pressure on this Lower Merion defense.
That ball goes out. Will be a Haverford throw-in. Jack Flynn taking it. Looked back, but then went forward to find Norman Schuster. Plays it up to Seamus Lannon. Dennis Sokolu wins the ball. And he lobs it to himself, not able to win it though. And Patrick Flynn heads it. And then Dennis Sokolu wins it once again. Plays it to Jack Flynn. Ball just being played around by Haverford. A lot of small little passes. Trying to get around the defenders using a little tiki-taka technique.
Yep. It's going to be a throw-in for Lower Merion. Deep into the forwards' territory as well.
And maybe an opportunity here for Lower Merion to crucialize on. It's a long throw-in. Headed away, Norman Schuster will be at it. And then he plays it to Seamus Lannon. And now Seamus Lannon, the defender. And he's hit. But now it's just Seamus Lannon and him. And finally the foul is called. It was advantage. And quite possibly a card. And he's now, Lower Merion, arguing with the ref now, trying to protest his innocence. And nothing. No card either. But then again, it is a foul for Haverford and to take some more time off this clock. Now 15 minutes remaining.
We're seeing some subs ready for the forwards. Snapkowski, Hefner, and I don't think we have that player on our roster. Number 19. We do
Number
not.
19.
Could be a call-up from JV.
And punched away.
And Lower Merion's going to clear that to around midfield. But the forwards get it back, and they'll cross it into or around the keeper.
The keeper able to just pick it up. Some great aggression by Norman Schuster, though. And it's lobbed up. And we're seeing the midfielders for Haverford playing a more defensive role. Quite obviously. And the ball is kept in play by Cruz, but will be a foul. Which will be played much like a corner kick around that line. Not really, easier to shoot here than a corner kick, but still not easy.
It's a more dangerous spot here, too, as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah, we have 4 people getting ready to come on for Haverford. John Sikowski being one of them. After now 5 minutes are over.
Fords are going to have 2 people ready to block.
A dangerous one. Very easy for Lower Merion to just lob it up and then get ahead to it, possibly. And with all the players they have in the box, that'll be hard for Sean Grind to try and figure out, like, where the ball's going to go.
And Lower Merion does have most of these people on the back post. So maybe they're looking for...
It is lobbed in. Very close. Header, and it goes wide. The lob may have just been a little too far out, and here come the substitutions, 4 for Haverford and 2 for Lower Merion. We have John Sikowski coming on for Eamon Brennan, and Norman Schuster comes off too. Same with Gio Emilio. And the ball is played up. Seamus Lannon using those technical skills and cleared away by 19.
And the ref signaled to Mulhern to get up after that flop there, but then he calls that
foul.
one. Very interesting call there by the ref. And Lower Merion's going to kick that one down the field. It's going to be a late throw-in for the... sorry, not late. A throw-in on the lower third for Lower Merion. There's the throw. Lower Merion's got it on the left side. It's gonna be a throw in there again for them. There's the long throw into the box, headed away by the Fords. And a big clear by Nathan Mulhern, very far down the field.
And he is not on our roster, 19, but I just got word from Mrs. Young that number 19 is actually Liam Greenlee.
Wow. The Fords' injured goalkeeper against this Lower Merion team is now playing left back. I heard that from Sean Grind, but I did not know.
That would be this soon.
I thought it would be maybe later if they made it to the finals of PIAA, but now the Fords do have that forward defender.
You can see he does have that cast on, too, the brace.
On that right, yeah, on that right arm.
And what better way to make your appearance after injury against the same team that injured you? Now John Sikowski able to settle it. And the attempted kick hit Lower Merion player and will be a foul.
Yeah, so the Fords do go back to that 4-4-2 that we saw at the beginning of last game. Just bringing a couple more players back, and maybe some players in the midfield may become a little more aggressive if it comes to a counterattack.
There's a lob there. And it goes out.
It's going to be a goal kick for Sean Grind. Well, Corey House will take it.
Still a goal kick, though, technically for Sean Grind. And Lower Merion to make some substitutions here. They got to change themselves up. They have not really had a shot on goal in quite a while now. I'm trying to think. Have they had one in the second half at all?
I don't. Maybe on some of those free kicks.
They've had a few shots, but not on goal.
Yeah, no. I think it's been since that Sean Grind save. Oh, and a bit of contact there, but no call.
John Sikowski puts the pressure on. And then they finally get back to the goalkeeper. Clears it not very far, though, and goes straight to Seamus Lannon. And the ball is hit. Nobody making that run down that line, though. because we are seeing Haverford play more defensively now.
Yeah, so they lose that extra midfielder.
And the ball goes past Liam Greenlee, who's able to win it back and tackle the ball, clear it away. And we have 9 minutes around left. Haverford are definitely going to begin playing way more defensively than they were earlier and waste as much time as possible.
And there's the shot by Lower Merion into the box. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Lower Merion. Dangerous spot here.
And we're expecting Lower Merion to put a lot of players in the box now. Almost everyone, I think.
I would expect that, but we have 2 people. No, it's going to be 1 person ready for the Ford's counterattack, along with the goalkeeper.
Now 2.
There's the corner a bit long.
A little bit far out. And Haverford able to clear it out successfully. And it'll go out
That
just
was
a little bit before the midfield line.
And that was Liam Greenlee on the clear.
We're seeing some good plays by Liam Greenlee coming back now. Just doing a very, very good job on defense. Low man passing it around there. And there's a little bit of a slip up, but he's able to get the ball out.
Seamus Lannon was putting pressure there.
And Kieran Hebner trying to win the ball, but he's bodied off. And Low man able to keep the ball.
The heel body that Lower. Ooh!
And there's finally, he gets a foul. And very, very good job by Kieran Hebner right there to win that foul.
That was a great play. They were going back and forth, and then looks like Kieran Hebner just provoked the Lower Merion defender a little too much, and Lower Merion got a little too physical on that.
We see a long ball being played up to Johnson. It's not John Sapkowski and is that Nathan Mulhorn?
I believe it is. Yes, because Gio Emilio is on the sideline. So.
Mm-hmm. And Seamus Landon is obviously on the left side now.
Seamus Lannon's having a great game today.
Fantastic game with that goal.
And
Very good job by him. A lot of technical skill being shown.
Yeah, he's been incredible at moving the ball down the field on these counterattacks too. Oh, and a
great step by Kieran Hebner.
And now Lower Merion looking for the cross. But Cruz Cordialis is going to shield it. And he's going to get the ball back. Looking for a clear on the left side. And he gets it.
Great work by Cruz Cordialis right there just to defend the ball, shield it, and make sure to get it out of danger. Haverford. Kieran Hebner. Plays to Nathan Mulhorn, who plays it up to John Sapkowski, but it's blocked away. John Sapkowski wins it back. A little too far for Seamus, but he's able to keep it in bounds and plays it backwards to Liam Greenlee. Liam Greenlee plays it up. Nobody there, though. John Sapkowski running after it, though.
Putting pressure on this defensive line for Lower Merion. It looks like Lower Merion also has. Or no, they have the 3 back, but they had a midfielder helping them. Forwards are putting great pressure on Lower Merion's defense, just keeping it on their side. And it looks like
a handball there.
Costly mistake for Lower Merion. That could have been a great way to move the ball down the field and just maybe get a goal in, but with just under 5 minutes left to play.
We've seen a lot of chances like that for Lower Merion, and they've been having trouble taking those crucial chances. Seamus Lannon now running after the ball, and he hits it and keeps it from going in Haverford's own territory. We're at about 5 minutes left of the game. Lower Merion lobs the ball up. Zach Johnson heads it. Goes to Patrick Flynn, who clears it away again. And Lower Merion still being hasty.
Lower Merion, and now Cordialis moves it up the field. Lower Merion have it around midfield. Moving down the left side. It's going to be a clear there by the Fords. John Snapkowski putting pressure on.
Nathan Mulhern wins it. And he falls. No foul, though. But will be a throw-in for the Fords. And a substitution here. Eamon Brennan comes on for John Snapkowski. And Jack Flynn stepping up to take the throw-in here.
Looks like Nathan Mulhern's a bit slow to get up, though. We'll step away for just a second.
You're seeing a
And we're back.
substitution here. Nathan Mulhern comes off the field. Hope he's feeling all right.
Looks like he's, I think it's a cut on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Trainers are helping him out there.
Well, Gio Emilio will take his place in the right wing, right midfielder role. And it's booted up the field. Haverford able to get the first head to it, but Lower Merion regained possession and headed up. Lower Merion gain it once again, and then Haverford hits it away. Lower Merion gains it again. A lot of pressure we're seeing by Lower Merion.
There's
And
another clear there by
another clear.
Kieran Hevner, who's been just amazing.
Absolutely dominant in the midfield today. We've seen him be crucial so often this game. And lobbed in. Sean Grind comes out for it, and he drops it, and he's able to get the rebound, and that's fantastic for Haverford, so that Sean Grind can waste more time off this clock in this quarterfinal match, able to maybe put their way up into the semifinal. Lower Merion. And it's a great slide tackle, and it goes
And it's going to be Lower Merion.
Lower Merion.
Throwing.
It was believed and protested that it went off the Lower Merion player after the slide tackle. Ref says no.
Just around 2 minutes left to play. Lower Merion has it on the Fords side of the field. Very risky right now.
Long throwing here. Cleared away by Cruz Correalis. And then cleared away again by Seamus Lannon. And then it's booted up the field by Lower Merion. And the ball is going through. Headed away. Shot taken. Sean Grind with the save. Being at the right place at the right time. Sean Grind able to pick that one easily.
And I think that was Lower Merion's first shot on goal in the half.
Yeah.
Which is...
And Sean Grind made it look easy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lower Merion just trying to put everything they have up, and then Haverford doing the complete opposite. And now here's a possible counterattack. Seamus Lannon. And now he's going to try and put it wide a little bit. Seamus Lannon gets around two. Lannon brings the ball through, but nobody made the run. Goalkeeper able to pick it up.
Looks like he thought he had someone cutting in there, but...
And now everybody for Lower Merion is going to come up. The ball's booted up the field by the goalkeeper. Headed. And it's stripped away. But Haverford take it back. Lower Merion.
45 seconds left, too.
Correalis. And the ball taken by Kieran Hevner, who just loses it. Great tackle by number 5 on Lower Merion. Lower Merion lose the ball again. Eamon Brennan just going to clear that ball down. We have 25 seconds in this game. Haverford just so close to that next round in the playoffs. Lower Merion, and it's hit away. Desokolu gets the ball, and he's going to take it. And that should be it. Desokolu with it. 3-on-1 now. Soklu. He's going to shoot it. And it's going to just hit the goalkeeper. And that's the game. Haverford win off of a Seamus Landon free kick.
They get their revenge on Lower Merion for injuring Liam Greenlee and beating them in the regular season. And the Fords are moving to the semifinals, and I believe they will be going to states as well.
And that's a fantastic showing by the Haverford defense, midfield, and offense in that game to beat this very, very good Lower Merion team, 5th seed. And it's very unfortunate for them. They had an amazing season, but Haverford take that away, and they will be going on to the next round of the playoffs.
And they'll play the winner of Westchester Henderson and Great Valley, who are playing right now.
And we'll find out who they play soon, very soon. But right now we'll be interviewing 2 players. I believe Seamus Landon, and you're thinking...
I think Kieran Hebner.
Seamus Landon and Kieran Hebner will be the 2 we interview today. So please stay for that. It'll be in a little bit.
Don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm joined here with Seamus Landon and Kieran Hefner. Seamus, what was your strategy there with you and Dennis on that free kick?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it was right on the edge of the 18. You know, we trained, we set up like that in training this week, and, you know, we had a couple different options, but I was confident I wanted to hit it, and Dennis ran over it, tried to, I don't know, maybe get an opening or something, open up the wall a little bit, and I just hit it hard and on target, hope for the best, and yeah, it was a great feeling when it went in.
And then Kieran, you were dominant in the midfield today, earning lots of free kicks. How are you able to be so consistent?
It's actually like my first time playing this deep in the midfield. I'm normally out up forward, but most of it I'd say is just running as much as you can, trying to use as much energy as you can, because at the end of the day, if I need a sub, I can just get one. But it's better to get subbed off, put in all the work, than stay on the field and not put much in.
Thank you. Great game today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vamos forwards!
Roll forwards.